£65 million Arsenal transfer announcement in a days. Kai Havertz is set to undergo a medical over next few days ahead of his move to Arsenal, which should be announced early next week. On Wednesday, David Austin broke the news that Arsenal had reached an agreement in principle with Chelsea for the transfer of Kai Havertz. The deal is said to be worth around £65 million, with Austin adding that personal terms were already in place. Fabrizio Romano reports that Havertz will hold his medical to join Arsenal in the final few days of this week, with the former contract already having been set to be looked over. Romano adds that Havertz is signing a long-term deal with his new club. Jacobo Sensberg of The Guardian writes that Havertz's move to Arsenal should be announced early next week, so all suggestions are that we are in the final stages of proceedings now. James Ollie also reports that the medical will take place this weekend. Ollie oversees with the formal announcement of the move, then expected next week. After Arsenal's opening bid of £55 million was turned down, the Gunners placed a second bid of £60 million last week. Chelsea were holding out for £75 million, and reports then suggested a compromise of £65 million could suit both clubs. A 5-year deal is already reportedly agreed between Arsenal and Havertz. Chelsea were under pressure to sell, as Havertz had informed the club he had no intention to sign a new contract. The player had also turned down interest from Bayern Munich, preferring to stay in the Premier League. Fabrizio Romano claims that Havertz's focus slowly on joining Arsenal was crucial in talks. James Ollie reported for ESPN that Arsenal sees Havertz as capable of playing in the front three as well as in the number 10 or number 8 roles, making him a versatile addition to the squad. But interestingly, Liam Tome reports for the Athletic that Havertz will be a replacement for Granit Xhaka, and he will play as a left 8 for Arsenal. We will have to wait and see how Arteta plans to use him. The 24-year-old has been on international duty this week, scoring once and winning a penalty in his 3 appearances.